Alright, third time attempting this video, and now I've made notes because I can't seem to remember what I eat every day anymore. Okay, so point of this video is just to kind of give you a day in the life of kind of the foods that you would eat on Nutrisystem and how it spans out over a day, if this works out for your schedule. If not, there are ways to work it in so that you eat about once every 2 hours. I eat almost once every hour. Okay. So with your Nutrisystem, you get a meal planner. In the meal planner, there's lots of things. There's a eating out guide in the back, what to avoid, what you can have, etc. There's a serving guide which tells you examples of what a typical fruit option would be: small apple, half a banana, 12 cherries, etc. What kind of vegetables you can have in unlimited quantities, free foods, etc. Okay, and then you also have a daily page guide, which essentially tells you everything that you're allowed to have at each meal, check boxes, and times when you eat it. So if you find you're getting hungry in the afternoon, you might say, oh, well, I ate everything within 3 hours this morning, and then I had 3 more hours with no food. Okay, so essentially, this is what you're allowed to have. In the morning, breakfast, you're allowed to have Nutrisystem meal, a dairy or a protein serving, either or, and a fruit. Lunchtime is a Nutrisystem meal for lunch, designated for lunch, a salad serving, a protein serving, and fat-free dressing if you want. Snack in the afternoon would be a fruit serving and a dairy or protein serving. Dinner time is a dinnertime Nutrisystem entree, salad or fruit serving, 2 servings of vegetables, and again, they tell you in the back of the book what a serving is, and then a Nutrisystem dessert item. Okay, so this is my typical day. I'm going to try to do this really quickly because this is the third time I've done it, and, okay. I know borings that go on for ages and ages are really boring. Did I say borings that go on are really boring? Videos that go on for ages and ages are really boring. Ugh, I cannot do this again. And I'm bad at editing, so bleh. Okay. Okay, so this is my typical day, and I apologize. I'm going to keep looking down at my notes. Okay, so I usually get into work about 7:30-ish, between 7:30 and 8, and I'm usually busy right when I get to work and, setting up things at the office and whatnot. So by 8 o'clock, though, I'm pretty settled. What I'll do is I'm lucky enough to have a latte machine at the office, an espresso machine. So in the morning, remember, you're allowed to have a Nutrisystem breakfast, a dairy or protein, and a fruit serving. Okay, so a dairy or protein. I selected to use a fat-free milk, which you can have a cup of. So what I'll do is I'll make myself an iced latte. So that's basically, I do a double shot of espresso with a little sugar-free vanilla syrup, and then half a cup of milk, of fat-free milk. You could have this in a regular coffee. You could have your full cup of milk in a coffee. You could have yogurt instead of milk. You could have an egg instead of either of those dairy options. But this is what I do. So about 8 o'clock, I have my iced latte or iced coffee, whatever, with half a cup of fat-free milk. About 9 o'clock, I'm starting to get a little hungry. I'll make sure and pour myself some water and drink some water. I keep a liter bottle on my desk because it's really easy for me to know that's a little over 4 cups. If I drink 2 of those in the day, I'm done with my 8 glasses, and then the rest is just like perfect. So I'll pour myself some water, have some water, and I'll have my Nutrisystem breakfast entree, which is usually for me either one of the granola bar selections, a cereal selection, which you would add another half cup of fat-free milk, which doesn't count towards your dairy or protein that day. It's just, they know you're going to include it in here. You're not expected to eat dry cereal. Or a scone, which is kind of like a little pastry item that I heat up in the microwave. Around 10 o'clock, I make myself, 10:30, make myself another iced latte with my second half cup of fat-free milk, which makes up my full 1 cup of my dairy option for the morning. Around 11 o'clock, I'll have my fruit serving. I usually choose apples. It can get boring, but I like that it has the fiber from the skin of the fruit. Lots of other options you have, though. Bananas, cherries, lots of apricots, I think. Tons of stuff. Okay, so that's 11 o'clock. I've now eaten every single hour I've been at work or drank something that's kind of filling, milk. So around 12:30, I'll go ahead and heat up one of my Nutrisystem lunch entrees, which can be anything like one of these doohickeys, which takes 60 seconds in the microwave, or one of these doohickeys, which you add boiling water to, put the lid back on, 10 minutes there for it to sit. That's a soup. There's also pasta options. That's lunch. 1:30, depending on when I can leave my desk, I'll make myself a salad. I bring my salad fixings with me to work. Luckily, we have a refrigerator, and I use the salads that are already chopped and washed in a bag, not the full salads, but like the romaine lettuce or spinach or something. So that way I don't have to worry about doing anything. I just throw a cup of it or two in a bowl. I'll add cooked chicken, which you can buy at the store in strips, or a serving of tuna, maybe an egg, depending on whatever I have. And I'll also add some veggies, because in your dinner, you're allowed to have 2 servings of veggies. Usually I add in some raw broccoli or cauliflower just to bulk up my salad so that I'm not hungry for the rest of the afternoon. And then I usually use fat-free Italian dressing from Kraft. I like it. And it's only 15 calories every 2 tablespoons, so if you accidentally do a little bit over, you're not that bad. So fat-free dressing. So I do that. That's my lunch, okay? About 3:30, I'll have myself my snack. Remember, it's snack time. You're allowed to have vegetable or a dairy or protein serving. So I'll usually, again, have an apple, because, again, it's that fiber. And I usually go for like a low-fat string cheese or cheese stick. I've also done that cooked chicken I was telling you about and microwaved it a little bit with some Tabasco sauce. Perfectly tasty. And then that's it for the day. I make sure that I have my 2-liter bottle before I leave work of water. Then by the time I get home, it's about 6 o'clock, 6:30, depending on how hungry I am or what I'm doing. I'll have my Nutrisystem entree for dinner, which is something like, again, it's one of the heat and go kind of meals. This is macaroni and cheese, one of my favorites with hot sauce. You've seen it on the ads. It's totally true. You can have pizza. They're not that big, but they're good. Or one of these heat and eat meals, this is pasta fagioli. It's pretty good as well. Again, always with the hot sauce but it's pretty good on its own. It's a minute 30 there. This would be 10 minutes with your hot water. So I have that about 6:30, depending, about 7:30, again, depending on when I had my Nutrisystem entree. I will choose to have another salad. You're allowed to have salad or a fruit serving. I'm not big on the fruit, so I go for another salad, another cup of lettuce or 2. I'll throw in some more broccoli and cauliflower maybe, some carrots, etc. And you're also allowed to have a fat serving with your dinner. Now, a fat serving can be lots of different things. So the certain tablespoon or teaspoon of peanut butter, some nuts, olive oil, or low-fat dressing. So I'll have a low-fat dressing in the evening, and that's my fat serving and covers my salad. We're good to go. And then about 8 or 9, I'm usually not even hungry yet because I really bulk up my salads. I will have my dessert, which can either be, I didn't bring any out, but it's salty sort of snacks, savory like pretzels, honey, mustard pretzel sticks, a Chex Mix sort of thing. What else? Soy crisps, little soy chips, or sweet item like a chocolate crunch bar, something that tastes exactly like a Snickers bar, blueberry something or other bars, those sort of things. So, and then your day is done. It's pretty much time to go to bed in a couple hours, and if you worked out earlier, then you're done. You're set to go. So I pretty much eat almost every single hour all day long until I get home. You're not hungry on this plan, I have to say. I'm not. And even some days, I'm not the best example, but I don't always get in every single fruit serving in there because, again, not big on the fruit, I said. Still not really usually hungry. So anyways, that's my typical day, and I'm sorry that I talked really fast, but again, I'm bad at editing, and so I will update again on Saturday with my weigh-in from tomorrow. Friday morning is when I weigh in and let you know what I did. I'm pretty sure I gained the weight that I lost the week before from this weekend, but we'll see. So anyways, so that's it, and I will talk to you again this weekend. Sorry this was so long.